Welcome to this week's edition of The Passion of the Digital Artist. And here he is, live from the 2nd April Gallery in beautiful downtown Canton, Ohio, Jeff Mueller.
Woo! Yes! It's the start. We're here. We're in this. I have a key. It's in my pocket. But this is actually, I just got my hair raised up. I got the chills just from that I'm here. Now, as an artist and my overall scope of what I'm doing, this particular space is not like I just got a space at a gallery in New York City. But what this is a place where I can show my artwork. Right up until this point, my artwork was being shown on the internet and in my home. So now there's a space where I can show my artwork and pick and choose what I want to show. Now, this particular space for me, I have no preconceived expectations, but what I want to cover with this particular video blog is, first we'll go off of pricing. And by the way, Xavier, how are you this week?
I am fantastic, Jeff. How are you?
I'm just giddy. It's just like
let's before you go into that, I'm going to do a 360 with the camera and maybe walk down the hallway so we know that this is the wall right now.
Yeah.
That is the artwork of Craig Booth.
Right.
And Craig is Jeff's partner in this venture in terms of being able to share some wall space in this really cool gallery. We want to show you just a little bit of the gallery, that it's not just a wall in a room.
It's called the Dreg Spot. That's where we're at. And next weekend, he'll be taking down his artwork on this particular wall. And this space is already designed. I've got it filled. I've got it ready to be filled.
And we're going to walk out this way a little bit just to give you the breadth and scope. This is not a small place.
We're in an art community, an art gallery, which is downstairs, which rents out to artists and local artists so that they can show and sell their wares. You can see down there, they've divided in space, but they've always got one show going through. They're very supportive to the local art community and high schools and the art museum. So overall, the whole thing.
Not a tiny place, and you can see there's quite the interest in art in Canton, Ohio.
And that brings us back to the wall.
The wall. As I walk around here, jostling the camera.
Right, getting right back to where
Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, take it away.
All right. The thing that's very personal, artists are always wondering how to price their artwork. My artwork is personal. I've been a commercial artist my whole life, so all I ever did for the first part of my whole life was create artwork to be purchased. It was always what somebody else wanted. The artwork that I'm creating now is taking all my talent that I learned over the past pretty much 30 years and using it to create artwork as a whole. I take it to like a comedy show. It's just not where individual piece of art can be just like individual shows. My artwork is tied together, and it's a whole circular come around type thing that with a lot of meaning. So using all my talents digitally and conventionally, and then producing artwork. Now, it's very personal to me. We talked about the last time, and I've decided that each piece, there's a couple pieces I'm going to be displaying that aren't even going to be for sale. I'm making prints of them, metal prints, kind of cutting edge of what's going on with copying and photography. I want to use that and sell that throughout here. But then I have my paintings. Now my digital, conventional, my social media series, I'm going to basically take one painting and then display it, and then have the prints for sale, the limited edition prints for sale. And then if someone's interested in social media, so it's going to be at a price that we'll have to separate it from me, and that price is going to be the price. It doesn't matter what anybody else, it's personal to me. So when you're pricing your artwork, I don't do artwork to mass sell, or I'm doing artwork to express myself. And then if somebody agrees with what I'm doing and likes with what I'm doing, then to separate it from me, it has to be worth, it's got to be worth something. If you underprice your artwork, what happens sometimes is there's a lot of people who do like to purchase high-end collectible artwork, and you underprice yourself out of that. And I don't intend to do that. It doesn't mean that in this particular venue I'm going to sell my paintings, but that's not the main goal of what we're doing here. It is the goal to sell. It would be great, but at the same time, it's more for me to show, and that's what I want to do. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of sharpening all my skills, finding out which direction I want to go, what people like. I'm going to be finding subject matter to see what people and how they respond to the artwork. It doesn't necessarily mean that who buys what. That's not as important as to finding out, as I go further into my art career, what I want to use as far as subject matter and what I want people to do. And you know, it's going to be a blast watching people walk through here, see the artwork and how they react to it. And that's really, really what I'm in this for, because the social interaction even is part of the series that I'm doing, because it's people socializing in all parts, the digital world, the real world, art galleries everywhere. And that's what I love about the project and what I'm doing.
So, tell us again the dates. When will we get to socialize with you?
All right, Wednesday, May 2nd is my opening.
What time?
It is from 7 to 10 o'clock. There'll be art opening food, and there'll be wine and beer. So everybody, if you contact me through and you can make it, you're invited. So just make sure that after you walk, if you were gonna make it to Little Old Canton, Ohio, feel free to come in and come here, but make sure that you let me know, because I want to have a good feel for who's coming and what's not. And then that following Friday, May 4th, is the first Friday, and that's probably one of the bigger ones. May, June, and July, August, those are the big ones for Canton, where the people start coming out.
Because the weather lends itself to that.
Yes, and so it's going to be crowded and a lot of people.
How long is your work going to be on display here, Jeff?
Well, it's a monthly, it's 3 months, but month to month, but it's probably the price to do this is so reasonable. Unless I get stupid and get kicked out, I'm gonna probably be here for a while. This is a great place. I like it because it's not pretentious, it's more gritty. You're going to have all types of people coming through, not just certain types. So that's what I'm looking for, reactions and that type of thing. While
you see a very eclectic crowd. You have people from all over the gamut. You have people who are clearly serious art collectors. You have people that are just out with their kids on a Saturday night.
Right.
You have all walks of life, all strokes for all folks.
Yeah, and that's the part. That's where I like to connect with art. The last first Friday when I was here, I sat in and watched, but now I'm participating. When this next first Friday comes, this is me. The personality you see on the video blog isn't an act. This is me. I'm excited. I love to create art. It fulfills and puts that connection in my brain and in my body that I'm doing something and fulfilling something within my own, it completes me. That's what art does. So until next time.
And next time is going to be a little while maybe.
Right. So Xavier won't be here. Where are you going, Xavier?
I'm making good on a 28-year-old promise to my wife, and we're going to Hawaii.
So next week we won't be back, but the following week, which will be getting into that first Friday, but we'll probably do the video blog from the opening. That is my guess. So until that next time when we do this, sayonara.
See you later, folks.
No.
Or aloha. Aloha. Bye-bye.